Welcome, dear friends, and welcome to ALLATRA TV Middle East. And today we continue our lively daily live shows on the topic Creative Society. As usually, we have a very special guest today, and today we have an international broadcast. And I'm very happy to greet my co-host today, Rita from Switzerland. Hi, Rita, how are you?
Hi, Alina, and hi, dear friends. I'm really happy to be here with you today, and we have such a nice winter but sunny day here in Switzerland. I think it's -5 or 4, so really good one. And I'm a bit of jealous of you with your sunny summer weather all year round. And today, in this special day, we have a special guest with us. This is Mr. And let me introduce you, dear friends. This is Mr. Binu Kollamalayil Sasidharan. He's a chef from India, currently living and creating his masterpieces in United Arab Emirates. Welcome, Binu, to our podcast.
Thank you so much.
How are you today? How are you today?
I'm feeling very well, great.
So, as you know, that we're talking about this project of Creative Society, and the first I want to tell you, our dear friends, how we learn and how we meet Binu. Binu have registered on ALLATRA Unite's website and joined the Creative Society project. And you pick the third option, which is support the project and actively participate in this project. And we're really, really happy to have you on this platform. And thank you for willing to actively participate. And thank you for joining the project. My question would be, how did you find out about the project? And why did you join this project?
Actually, thank you for inviting me one more time. It's a great privilege to me to join this creative society. Actually, I had a friend. She's from Ukraine. She's the one introduced me the creative society. And we have similar thoughts and similar activities. And while we thinking is about some kind of about politics, about our humankind, everything, and suddenly she come up with this creative society, and she just, this is what we're talking about, and just let's join into this. So when I read articles on every moment of creative society, how they are reaching, how they are trying to help our future. So I was so interested to join. It's like the same day when she introduced me, the same day I just read all the articles, everything, and I decided to join directly on it because I feel like it's gonna bring a biggest opportunity for all humankind to develop and save the world.
This is
very much
interesting.
inspiring, right?
Yes. So, and it's very interesting. You joined together with your friend. That's something new.
Exactly.
And what inspired me, sorry, interrupted you. What inspired me in your answer is that usually we meet people have a lot of questions about what is the format of the Creative Society. And you said that after you have first read the article, Creative Society and the stages of its construction, which is, by the way, published on allatraunite.com. And I would like to invite our viewers to read this article. There are the 8 foundations of the Creative Society were introduced as well. And then as soon as you read the article, you joined the project, and that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have 8 foundation, like human life, the important. And once we go through this, we will understand the eager to join this society more, to learn about this more, and participate in this more. So I wanted to more people join the society and develop our future together for the better future, and without any separation, liberation, something. We need to do all together to create our better future.
Thank you. Sounds great.
Yeah, it is very nice also to hear that, as Alina mentioned before, that you join just as soon as you read it, you join. So it means it resonated with you, it resonated with your heart. And it just proves that more and more people are awakening. So the more and more people realizing that today's format of our society, the paradigm of the consumption society is just not working. So we are sort of the then end of our civilization, and people are looking for ways to evolve, ways to unite in the quest for the better society. So, and it's really a good example. That's, you had no questions, just join and ready to act.
Because whenever we experience in our current situation in this consumer society, there is an organizational structure is going on. There is a boss, there is a partiality with everywhere. Like there is no freedom for the human. There is people trying to, it's like even religious ways, political ways, people trying to divide people for take their what they want to earn or what they want to reach. They're trying to use people to get what they want. So I believe the equality is important when we create for our future. So equality will bring us justice. So we need to be together to part of the society, and I am ready to willing and spend my time with it all the way.
Been really important things you mentioned, and I think that we will discuss today the 8 foundations of the creative society more deeper. And I would like to ask you another question. Can you please share your story? Where do you come from? How did you become a chef, and what inspires and motivates you to do what you do? And no, the first question I wanted to ask you actually was, did Rita pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, absolutely. She pronounced my name correctly.
Because it's quite challenging.
Yeah, it did great.
Thank you. I apologize in advance, so in case if I would make a mistake.
Yeah, this is great anyways. Absolutely right. No worry. And actually, I just finished my diploma in hotel management from India. Then I decided to work a hotel as a trainee. I worked in India like 4 years. Then after 4 years, I got a placement to Abu Dhabi. Then I joined the hotel called Afog, and almost 3 years I worked there. And after I moved to another job to Dubai, I always this culinary skills is like even from the childhood I was very interested to cooking something to make people, you know, when we give something to other people and when they eat and they feel the happiness about the food, that's what makes us more happy, better than we eat the food when we give to other people. That's most important. That's what mostly make me to come in this culinary industry, to see how people eat our food and become happy face.
And do you cook Indian food or all kinds of food? Which one is your favorite?
I cook Indian, British, Italian, French, international, Turkish, all kind of. Even now I can cook local food, Arabic.
Oh, this is very interesting. And I think we can always tell that the food is one of the things that unites people as well. Because if
Yeah,
you think about it, yes, people likes to learn the other culture, and what is the best way to do it? It's through the cuisine. So it is really
yes.
interesting.
It's always we need to try the new things. Like for example, even the food, we have different tastes, but we can try other food, other cultural food, or other traditional. Is always new for us. It's also like even the society. What we are trying to do, we don't need a separation. We need all together. We can be together also. It's like food also. We can try all together. It's like no separation. We need to try always, and it's like no partiality. It's like even the color based, or there is no need to be different. It's like we can be the similar, same like food industry, like human. We need to be together. Like we can eat everything what we like.
Amazing. And despite food, what do you think unites all people, or can unite all people in the current conditions that we are living now? And as you mentioned, we live in the society there we are separated, and something should unite all of us. And what is it? What unites us already? Like, despite our different nationalities, skin color, races, religions, what countries of our origin, what unites us as humans?
Long time I was thinking if, for example, if the world is one country, how it will be. There will be no war. There will be no fighting. There will be no separation because the world is one country, and people don't have to fight for each country. So I believe if things are come together, people are come together in one society without partiality, without politics, without religion, it will make one straightforward people all in one goal, do their stuff for a good future, not for selfishness, or not for their only developing one person. It's always I feel it seems like people are selfish because they only looking for their family, they looking for their environment only and developing themselves from there only. They don't focus on other people surrounding, or how did they eat, how they are living, did they drink, they have enough food. We are not even thinking about it. We are always thinking ourselves, how our family living, how we need to earn more money, how we need to become make our career more bigger. Not only we are thinking about us. So I believe that once we think outside the box, that will bring us together, and that will bring all the human equality, justice, and we can help all of others together, each of them together. And we can, when we try to figure it out, we will create more opportunities, we will create more ways to reach people, and there is always a way to connect more people. Like now we have more social media, more networks, so it's easy to connect people and share our thoughts. So our values always we can share with them. It's only one thing I just always feel, we always need to think out of the box, like not only inside our home, or not only inside our school, or not only inside our industry. We need to spread it everywhere where we can go, where we can connect, not only develop our selfishness and our environment only, just spread it to the world. So that's where we can connect and make the creative society become more successful.
Yes, that's very deep thinking, and quite. It sounds easy, but might be very challenging to go out of the box And here we come to the point how important it is to talk to each other, right? Due to these dialogues and communication, we can really help each other get a wider vision of what is happening around us. And you're absolutely right. Recently, we had an interview with the consul of Japan in India, and he told that he believes it's way easier for people to unite globally than through the countries.
Yeah.
Like, inside the countries between themselves, it's more difficult to unite than for us people just between us. Thank you.
I believe in what I mostly impressed by creative society, which is there is all kind of people, all kind of society people are included in this. For example, if I take a political party from India, there is a party which they indicate a way, and all other people just go the way. If they show another way, they will go the same way. And there is no freedom for them. It's like they are stuck inside the party. Even if the leader of this party rape is a girl or a 5-year-old girl, little girl, the other people support them. The party members will support. That's we need to change. We have to create the freedom for the people. We need to, if there is something wrong, we have to tell it's wrong. We need to change it. That's most important. That's what I feel from creative society, that everybody have the freedom to tell and express their visions, express, like, even if I am joined like you 1 week ago, now I am expressing my feelings, expressing my visions. That's a great thing. That's what I mostly got impressed from creative society.
Yeah, because you were absolutely right that when you mentioned that we living on this planet Earth, so we are one big family, and since ages we were separated by countries, by languages, by cuisines, by gender, and I think that we're thinking that the people are ready to unite back to one being, one family, and not like having this. We have an opportunity now to travel, to see the other people, to learn about the culture, and we can see from the first hand that there is not them and us. All people, they want the same. And you probably read it, but this Creative Society project, so it's all started 9 years ago. It was millions of different surveys, and it was a lot of interviews. And this 8 foundation were based on what the people from all countries, from different countries in the world wanted for themselves. And they are ready to be one big family where they can live peaceful life. They know, they're sure about tomorrow. They want their kids have a happy childhood, because we know that in some countries the kids, they don't have childhood, they have to work. So there are so many problems. And that's how the 8 foundation of the Creative Society were formed. It's not like some party told us, okay, that's the way out from today's problem. No, this is the people. The people voted, the people said what they wanted. And since you mentioned that you like all of them, so you read the article, you're familiar with all these 8 foundations. Maybe we can go a little bit deeper in this each foundation, and maybe you can just tell us your opinion and your understanding of these foundations. If we can have the list of the foundation on the screen, would be great.
Yes. Yeah, when we spoke about the human life, the first foundation which we made, for example, when most of the people there's living in religions or political, or they wanted to do something better than this. they wanted to create things, but they are stuck there, and they only focusing on some societies. For example, they create a bigger political or religious foundation, but human, they don't give the value of the human there. They only focusing on the religious fact which is already stuck there. Even that doesn't matter there is what human is struggling or human is surviving there for food. They don't, this religious things or the foundation which is made by some kind of what you call, they some way they may taking money or some way they making like leadership, but they are not thinking about the human life, how they are surviving there. They're only focusing on how developing these only the religions or the political parties, something like that. They don't focusing on human life, how they are suffering. So I believe this the most important creative society bring the most important thing, which is human life, the first foundation, which give the importance for human, our all human participants. So this is important to live for future, to help the human each others and develop for them and give the justice for them and give the equality for each human.
Yeah, you described the first foundation, which is the human life, so that that the life of the human should be protected, and this is the most value that we have. And the goal of the society is to ensure that the human protected, the life of human, every single human being is protected and guaranteed.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. It is really yeah, the basic of all the foundation, so which we don't see at the moment in our society.
Yeah, should we, guys, should we introduce the foundations? I can read it to our viewers because they might not know about it. So the first foundation, which is human life, is human life is the highest value. Life of any human has to be protected as one's own. The goal of society is to ensure and guarantee the value of each human's life. There is not and never can there be anything else more valuable than a human's life. If one human is valuable, then all people are valuable. So this is the first foundation, and this is exactly that you mentioned now, Binu, and you're absolutely right. We don't live nowadays in the society which is human oriented, which is oriented to protect, first of all, human life. And profit interests and geopolitical interests are idea interests, I don't know, any kind of other interests are above human life. And creative society is the first chance for our society to build really a format there we will cherish a human life. And let's go to the second foundation of the creative society, which is human freedom. So every human is born with the right to be a human being. All people are born free and equal. Everyone has the right to choose. There can be no one or nothing on earth superior to a human, his freedom and rights. The implementation of human rights and freedoms must not violate the rights and freedom of other people, of others. So let's discuss this one now. What do you think about this one, Binu, please?
The human freedom, when we speak about a human freedom, it's like, for example, even me, sometimes we are experiencing the same situation. When we go to the, for example, even if I work somewhere, we don't have the enough freedom for achieve something. Always when we start to achieve something, there will be the situation will come up that make us stuck. We cannot move forward with our abilities or our goals because we have limited sources, limited situation to achieve our things, because mostly this kind of political or our government, some kind of government situation that made us stuck, that will not give us freedom to achieve our goals. And what we always looking for example, there is every people have the freedom for eat, every people have the freedom for drink, and most of the people are not getting enough food. So we should let other people also know that there is still people don't have the freedom. For example, some countries doesn't have, the ladies doesn't have the freedom to learn or go to education. That should be also will be an important thing for this freedom. Human freedom is all equal for everyone, even lady, even gender. It doesn't matter what race they are. They need to be a equal freedom.
Yeah, this is very true. And that the freedom for a lot of countries, it's a huge issue. You mentioned this. In some countries, the kids don't have rights to go to school. They can, but they cannot afford themselves. So technically, it's not actually freedom. So when they cannot support themselves and they're not allowed to do it by the circumstances. So that's why, at the moment, we have live in the society where there is control. So there is a control and controlled by government, controlled by different religious organizations, and people. Human freedom. So I think all the people in every country, so they really ready to take it back. And and it all
it's natural, right? Because
natural.
Every human is born free to be free. So it's natural. It's in our human nature to be free.
Yeah, exactly.
And the people cannot develop themselves and cannot contribute to the society to the best abilities because of the lack of freedom as well. So it all goes much deeper than it seems like just the freedom to move from one country to another. So it is much deeper issue. And of course, Alina, do you want to continue with the...
I would like to introduce also the third foundation of the creative society, which is human safety. No one and nothing in society has the right to create threats to the life and freedom of a human. Every human is guaranteed free provision of essential life necessities, including food, housing, medical care, education, and full social security. Scientific, industrial, and technological activities of the society should be aimed exclusively at improving the quality of human life. Guaranteed economic stability, no inflation or crisis, stable and same prices around the world, a single monetary unit, and fixed minimal taxation or no tax. The security of human and society from any kind of threats is ensured by the unified global service that deals with emergency situations. So this is the third one. We discussed already the first part of this beautiful foundation. So let's talk about maybe social security, medical care, technological activities, and so on.
Yeah, it's mostly, when we spoke about the human safety, mostly when most of the countries, there is a war going on. There is a war, and it's like some children, some humans are living in the street. They doesn't have a house. They doesn't have enough food. They doesn't have a dress to wear every change every day. They doesn't have a place to take even shower. They are like the same. What is the difference if they living outside the street what is the difference between animals and we, the human. It's like there's no difference. We are living and eating something from the street. It's not make any sense that animals and we are different. We're supposed to be create also the changes for the human safety, because it's always a problem when human is not when they are not get enough safety, like because of mostly the safety when is going from the human, because the religious people or religious facts or political or government, they have a particular things to look after. They don't go to the poor people or human. They don't care. They look after their goals, which is maybe they need to develop our country more build up, but they don't think how the human, how the children are living in the street. How even sometimes at night when they live outside, some animals can attack them or some people can rape them. Even as children, they don't care. So we should give them also support, and it's also equality. It's like everyone's supposed to be have a home, supposed to have money, supposed to have enough safety all of our life. Even it's not about the children, it's not about the lady or men. It's all together. It's equally needed. Is the safety of human.
Exactly. You mentioned the most sensitive groups of our society, such as elderly people, children, women. But as you mentioned, we should consider our humanity as a whole. And you asked a very good question. What is the difference between an animal and a human if a human lives out in the street without access to food and shower? And then what kind of interests of the country the government can talk about? What is the interest of the country then? What is a government? What is a country if it's not people?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let's move forward. So the fourth foundation of the creative society, transparency and openness of information for all. Every human has the right to receive reliable information about the movement and distribution of public funds. Each human has access to information about the status of implementation of the society's decisions. The mass media belongs exclusively to the society and reflect information truthfully, openly, and honestly.
Exactly. Mostly when in a government structure, organized structure, when people work for them, or even a religious structure, when people work, when a human is working there, there's different. Always when they wanted to know something about what's going on, why this is happening, the upper level, for example, the leaders are not allowed to give the information what is really going on, and they are hiding something from the people, and they don't know if somebody is working for some kind of industry or some kind of government, if they doesn't have information about or transparency what they are working, where they are working, or what they can achieve, how much they can earn, if they doesn't have that transparency, or if the government or the companies they couldn't give them the enough exactly how much they deserve. It's important to know each people that they deserve, or even it's a salary, even it's the medicine, whatever, they should know this is they deserve. So the government or whatever, this creative society mostly looking for, that's what I understand, that transparency. Every human, every people who are into this society, they will know what is going on, what is the next step, what we can do, what is we all creating, because it's group of communities, group of creation. It's not which one guy or one person create like making, or is a bigger post and making people down like a slavery, like other religions or government or parties doing. So there is no slavery, like make sure there is no slavery. That's one which is most important. That so the answers, the information, all people will get same way. No one less or no one more. That should be happen.
Yeah, this is so true. It's absolutely the transparency. It's very, I think, hot topic nowadays, because people. It's I think the not the truthful information, it also separate people, because what happening now when we see something, some information about the political crisis or health crisis or just the regular information, there we have to spend our time looking into the problem and see, is this a truthful information? Do I need to spend some time and look for the alternative sources to check whether it's information? Can I trust this information? And it's a waste of our time. And when we have a problem, wouldn't it be better just to have a truthful information, and the people together can probably solve this problem much faster when they have a real presentation, what's going on, what is the problem, not what somebody wants us to think about the problem. So, and that's why the people, we cannot find the solution for this problem if we truthfully are not aware of what is the reality we're dealing with. So this is one of the crucial nowadays problem that we have. This is transparency. And of course, yes, we a lot of people, they so get used to this old paradigm when the political parties are just taking advantage of the people, just hiding the truthful information about what's going on and what do they do, and with our money as taxpayers. And yeah, so this is really important topic that you mentioned.
Absolutely. In the creative society, there will be created an open e-platform there. Every member of the society can vote and see the implementation of the 8 foundations and the actions of governments. Governments are people who take over responsibility to implement the 8 foundations of a creative society and to help really everyone to have a better life globally. And let's move to the 5th foundation of the creative society, which is creative ideology. So ideology should be aimed at popularizing the best human qualities and stopping everything that is directed against a human. The main priority is the priority of humanity, high spiritual and moral aspirations of a human, humanness, virtue, mutual respect, and strengthening of friendship, creating conditions for the development and education of a human with a capital H, cultivating moral values in each person and society, prohibition of propaganda of violence, condemnation, and denunciation of any form of division, aggression, and anti-human manifestations. So what, guys, what do you think? Binu, what is your vision and understanding of this, of the importance of the 5th foundation, please?
Actually, sometimes people have more idea, but it's not coming out. It's stuck somewhere. There is no platform to show the idea of what they have. It's always someone from someone or some kind of community. They push them to don't go with their goals. Mostly it's happening. so they cannot move. They cannot bring an idea what they have to make a new future. It's always happening. And mostly we have in creative society, we have the freedom for all. So we can create we can give more ideas. Even each participant, if they have more new ideas, it's bring up to develop the community more in interest and create more freedom and for the human. And we need more sources, like more ideas sources from people who connecting with us, so we can spread it to everyone. So the value, it will be more important. Also the idea what each people have. Sometimes, if some organization structure, if people have idea, or when we create something, there is a lot of people is make them disappointed. For example, they have ego to not develop this. Maybe this guy can develop something better than me. It's always the problem in society, especially in consumer society. Nobody want other people become something great or something creative. Always they wanted to push them down and make themselves more better than them. So we should not focusing on only one person to develop. Is we need to create all people idea together and bring it to work out.
Oh, you raised such an important topic now. I never saw it from this perspective, but you are so much right. In the consumerism society, people don't like other people to grow and develop. It's just unhealthy competition everywhere. And thanks for mentioning it, because it's another important understanding about the format of the consumerism society and why it's in the creative society. Every human is happy, then we can care about the development of every human being. Then I will go straight to the sixth foundation of the creative society, because it is development of personality. Every human, every person in the creative society has the right to comprehensive development and personal fulfillment. Education should be free and equally accessible to all, creating conditions and expanding opportunities for a human to implement his or her creative abilities and talents.
Yeah, exactly. It's even for our future, for the next generation, when they come up, when they grow up, we need to give them more motivation. And it's not like before, not like religions. We put some kind of thoughts their mind. You should do like this. You should do like that. It's not about that. It's like we need the all freedom, free will to do what we like, and in a good manner. It's not like for example, if the next generation, when this comes up, the childrens, when they grow up, can imagine if they never hear about a war, they never hear about a violence, they never hear about someone rape or someone kill someone. It's like it's vanished from the world. So it's supposed to be happen like that. So the next generation will be, there is no word about war. There's no word about the children's. It's like no more in the dictionary the word war or violence. It should be like that.
That's actually, I like it. I love it. So we need to rewrite our dictionary, and some words probably will become obsolete. This is really a good idea. But yes, you mentioned very important topics, that the education for our kids, it should be free and it should be equal and accessible in every country, because not only education gives our kids the future where they can learn the skill and contribute back to the society, but it also eliminate this manipulation, because when people don't have an education, it's much easier to manipulate these people because they cannot read for themselves, they cannot find the information for themselves. And I think that's what's been used for many years in our society, so that they present the information, not truthful information, knowing in advance that the people have no choice but to follow these leader or the rule.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when education is not enough for people, they following the wrong side. They following the
Exactly.
wrong people.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Education is the foundation of personal development, and it's a mutual benefit for every member of the society to educate their children and future generations as well. Because through education, we don't only pass a knowledge or skill, but also core values and moral values of the society. And we see very well that then a child doesn't have access to an education. Even, for example, we had guests from African countries who say that the education is free, but children don't go to school because they have to survive. So they go out to street to sell something, to trade something, because their families need some food, some money to live. So we should care about our children. We should care about our society. So not to allow such things to happen. And in the creative society, of course, we talk about justice and equality. And Binu, today you mentioned several times how important equality and equity is for a society. And I will introduce the 7 foundations of the creative society, which is justice and equality. All natural resources belong to humans and are fairly distributed among all people. Monopolization of resources and their irrational use is prohibited. These resources are fairly distributed among the citizens of the entire earth. A human is guaranteed employment if he or she so desires. Pay for an identical position, specialty, or profession should be the same all over the world. Everyone has a right to private property and income, however, within the limits of the individual's capitalization among set by the society.
Yeah, when we talk about this one, it's like mostly money is the biggest cause of this. When the money come, who have money in their pocket, they can now in this consumer society they can earn whatever they want. It doesn't matter who are they or where are they. It doesn't matter. They can earn whatever they want. It's like other people, they can put them other with the money, other people down. There is no justice. When justice, when you put a deck of money, there is no justice right now. It's all just everybody is like blindfolded. Even there is somebody killed or they need a justice, there is nothing. If money is the power, it's like there is no humanity also. There is nothing at all. So we need to change the equality. We need to give them the equality. There is no such money or power. It's no matter every time. If even the children's education is like we mentioned before, the foundation, all will come together with justice and equality. When it's go together, we should everyone equal respect, equal power, equal freedom, equal quality, equal goals, or whatever they have to do, they wanted to do, we need to support them in equal way. It's not like you do this one, so I don't want to support you like that, or I don't want to do it for you this one. This is not the idea. Whatever they want is like freedom is all human or most important thing. What they desire, they have to do this. And it's for example, also if some when I come here for join to creative society. Yeah, I mentioned some of my friends. I will join if you would like to join. It's very good idea. It's like I explained to them, and they said it's not gonna work. You don't. It's not like that. It's too what, but it's my free will. It's my. I know what is gonna happen. I know what is the future will be here. Exactly. So that's why I'm here. So when people just wanted to, when we need equality, they don't when they don't want to put them other people down, give them free will and give them the freedom, everything. Okay, if you want, you do it. It's like all people equal freedom, not to make them push down what their goal is, what their development is. Don't let them down. All people not equal. That is
Inspiring.
for the human nature to give. Even if the animals like something like before I spoke, if you it's like you can see sometimes the animals in the forest they eating other animals while they eating. It's like some other big animals come and just let them other animals just make them scared and go. It's not like that. They need the same quality. They need the same. We are not animals. We need the same quality. We need the same education. We need the same food, whatever earnings, dress, whatever clothes, everything. We deserve it all same way.
You're so much right, and such a pleasure to hear such a straightforward answer and explanations. And unfortunately, our time in live broadcast is coming to the end. So I will not read the 8 foundation to our viewers, but we will see it on the screen now. And I would like to ask you, how do you think, what is the role of every human being living today on this planet in building a creative society, and in the future, then we all live in the creative society? What is the role of every member of such a society in and participation in its development?
For example, the rope war. Did you ever experience a rope war? Like people, for example, if a football match, when we go a football match, there's two kind of team, and if one team member is playing against the same team, of course the team will lose. Same, we have to work together, not like even work here and we don't mind what is going on. Kalivali is like, I never worry about what is it. I don't care. If we do like that always, even it's not only our society, it's the continent can be fall down, right? So we should always each person have equal important important to participate this one, and each person can develop this. Not only or there's top level people or there is other people who can spend more time. I don't know how to do it. Each person how to take their part for it.
We can't hear you, Rita.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Binu, we can hear you. Yeah, now we can hear you, Rita.
Okay. Yeah, that was some technical issues. Probably I apologize. What I just wanted to add is just, yes, every person should take a responsibility, because we cannot live in a society and thinking, okay, somebody else will do the job and I will just wait until it's done or the job is done. Guys, I apologize. So I need to take this off.
No worries. Thank you. You know that Thank you very much for your time today, Binu. It was very interesting to listen to your opinion about the 8 foundations of the Creative Society. And we are very happy that you joined us, the volunteers of the project. And I'm sure that together we can build Creative Society very quickly, because we can talk to people, we can explain what is Creative Society, because this format of the society is new to people. We never lived in the society which is truly protecting a human life. But on the other hand, this format of the society is written in our hearts, so that basically every human knows, and our prophets and God messengers in all cultures, religions, they were bringing this message to people, how to live together, how to coexist, how to develop, how to grow. And just before we go to the invitation for everyone to join us on the 20th March of 2021 for the huge international summit, I would like to pass the floor to Rita, who can explain to our viewers how to join the Project Creative Society.
It is very easy, guys, to do it. So you just go on the website, Allatra Unites, and then you will see the project, the Creative Society. Then you click on the red button that is join. And then you will have 3 different options. If you want to just vote that you agree with the project, and it's number 1. Number 2 would be that you join the society and you vote for the political party when we create one. And the number 3, the one that the Binu choose, that was that you join and you're ready to actively participate in the project Creative Society. And then if you pick this one of our participant from this project will get in touch with you, so via email or the phone number or the WhatsApp, and then we will connect you to the project and you can start contributing to the project the way you can in your own country, in your own town, and join to any team that you wish. Like, for example, happened to me, I'm in Switzerland, but I joined the team which is Middle East. And it's really nice because in this team we have people from all different countries, and this is really inspiring. So, and you connect with the whole world through the team.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Rita. Binu, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And just the last thing I wanted to ask you, what would you like to wish to the viewers of today's show?
I wish we need to be together, all humans. So I wish all others will join us time by time and see you guys in our society together and build up together and see for the better future.
Thank you, Binu. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you also. Thank you for inviting me. It was a great time, really.
Thank you. And I will profit to invite all of you to join us on the 20th of March, 2021 at 3 p.m. GMT time for the international conference organized by volunteers of the Project Creative Society. And it has a very special name, Creative Society, what the prophets dreamed of. And what does it mean? That means that we always had the knowledge about Creative Society in our traditions and cultures, prophets and God messages. Everyone who we follow and love, they send us this message, how to coexist, and about the society in which a human being is supposed to live in. And we would like to find these facts and bring them to our viewers, because right now participants and volunteers of the Project Creative Society are participating in the research, finding these facts. And if you would like to join the research team, please don't forget to contact us, because every participant, every researcher is very much important to us. And in order to give you a better understanding of what is this conference about, let's watch the trailer together. And see you all soon on ALLATRA TV Middle East.
Unprecedented event of present history. Initiative that comes from people around the world. Main project of humanity. People stopped being silent about urgent issues of our society. How it all started. May 2019, International Online Conference, Society, The Last Chance. 140 countries of the world. Hundreds of thousands of people online, hundreds of broadcast platforms, translated into 7 languages simultaneously. If we all want to live in peace, why do we have a world of violence and destruction? It is up to us to build a different world. How can we do it? December 2020, Creative Society, United We Can. 180 countries of the world, millions of people online, thousands of streaming platforms, 35 languages simultaneously translated. People have voiced today's reality and what they truly desire. And it is the Creative Society. All cultures have an image of the ideal world people want to live in. A world that prophets talked about. The time has come when we can make it real. How will we use this chance? Let's meet March 20, 2021, 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Time. International online event of global scale. Creative Society, what the prophets dreamed of. This is the day the world will unite to find out the truth. Join the entire humanity